This is precious, chat.
I am the War Chief.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another hololive reaction. Today we'll be taking a look at Korone's cover, her birthday cover, of Pollyanna, which I know is very meaningful to her, very important to her. I made sure to watch a clip for context that really went to show that, you know, it took her about 4 years to actually be able to put out an official cover. And now that she finally has, then, you know, she went all in. Now, this is one of those songs that I've always been aware of, but I've never actually taken the time to sit down and look at the lyrics. So we will be doing a lyric breakdown for this. All right, so with that, let's get this thing started, shall we? So of course, we'll get started with a quick pass. It has in-game text. Unfortunately, I can't understand what it means. All I know is that the first 3 characters were like, Korone, Korone, you know, like trying to speak to her. Oh. I remember seeing a small part of this through the lists, the weekly roundups, and seeing the custom sprite of Korone in the SNES style is just perfection. Ooh, that guitar! Love it. Korone English. This is precious, chat. Such an iconic melody, isn't it? How does this not put a smile on your face? And even going through all the locations, all the references. I mean, this is all originally how it looks in the game. Her English pronunciation is pretty good, all things considered, chat. The peace sign, that's great. That's adorable. I feel like it's only a matter of time before someone puts a Korone mod in in the old game. Even has the little stage where they're doing a little dance. My goodness, this is such an old game, chat. That part of the melody always hits so hard. The low voice there. Well, thankfully, the lyrics are already here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, you want some serious mood whiplash. Freaking Gigas, chat. Seriously, one of the most disturbing final bosses you'd ever experienced, especially considering the time. My God, how much of a shock was that to everyone who saw that for the first time? Hey! Koroneski and that was Okayo and Miosha. The prayer sequence to defeat Gigas that's pretty great. And I am aware of that reference too, that in her playthrough of Mother 2 / Earthbound 1 for us. Aww. Like, she did name her party members. She was calling them, Listener-san, Korone, Miyosa, and Okayu. It was really precious. Also, that artwork. The birthday gift. Oh, precious doggo. Of course, the SNES controller. What a throwback. That's lovely. I was just smiling the whole time, chat. I'm so happy for her that she was finally able to make an official cover of this. And it just sounded so wholesome, so precious. And it just put a smile on your face. And that's Korone in a nutshell. Right? She's just that wholesome energy that just puts a smile on your face. Like, I wish I still enjoyed my games the way that she does. Like, she never lost that. I don't know, whenever I watch her streams, it's like she never lost that childlike wonder and joy. And she genuinely still is bewildered by these games. And it's like, wow, I wish I could still have that level of, enjoyment for it. Because, us here on the internet, we've become grumpy old cynical farts, especially when it comes to the game industry. So it's really refreshing to see this for Korone. She really was a ball of sunshine too. Like, she was such I'm sure she helped a lot of us get through the pandemic years. She pulled a hell of a lot of people into this rabbit hole after all. Okay, so let's rewind. So because the song is in English, sorry, I know there are some of you here. Sorry, do the quick pass thing. I know there are some of you here who are only here for the quick pass, and I appreciate you guys all the same. Thank you so much for hanging out. And for those of you who are here to hear me ramble, well, here we go. Because the song is in English, the captions are very clearly in English too. I won't be reading out the lyrics because it'll be kind of redundant because you guys can understand the song anyway. We'll just be pausing here and there to take note of how we feel about the lyrics. If you guys have the TL for this, I'd appreciate it if you just leave it in a comment, by the way. And then the iconic synth kicks in. Just this segment, this sequence of of little clips really tells you that Korone really found it. Like, it was her journey as well. It wasn't just the journey of the characters of Ness and friends, but it was also Korone's journey. It is... I didn't even realize that the font changed there to the Mr. Saturn font. Okay, before we go to that, just let's take a moment to appreciate those lyrics, right, chat? I believe the morning sun is always going to shine again, and I believe a pot of gold at every rainbow's end. I believe in roses kissed with dew. Why shouldn't I believe the same in you? So immediately, kind of interesting. I mean, we were just talking about how Korone is this shining ball of optimism and happiness. And when you look at these lyrics, they also encapsulate that feeling of positivity, almost naivety. Like, it's almost a blind, childlike, naive optimism that nothing can go wrong, nothing bad is going to happen. It's all gonna be good, you know. I believe that the morning sun will rise again, you know. It's always gonna shine again. There's a pot of gold at every rainbow's end. I believe in roses kissed with dew. Why shouldn't I believe the same in you? So that's that childlike optimism, that sense of wonder still. And yet, if you think about it too, Chad, how appropriate that in Japan, you know, here it's called Earthbound, but in Japan it's called Mother. And doesn't this also sound like the kind of message or the kind of song that a mother would sing to her child? You're not going to tell a child about the terrors of the world. You're not going to focus on all the negativity, all the bad stuff that happens. No, you're going to raise them and teach them all about the good in the world, the good in people, you know, how the world is such a nice and wonderful place. And while it really isn't always that way, how about to tell that to a kid? So it really captures that almost that sense of not just the childlike wonder, but it sounds like childhood in itself. No? What a lovely sentiment, though. Let's continue. I believe in make believe. And I like how after all of those sentences of expressing that childlike optimism, why shouldn't I believe the same in you? And it's a really beautiful sentiment to keep coming back to, and to keep reiterating. And essentially, it's saying, you know, I believe in all these things, and then why shouldn't I believe the same in you? And it's essentially believing in the good in people, like we just said earlier. And then here, you may say I'm a fool, feeling this way. Damn, crazy as a loon. So it's kind of like at that point, like, you're so naive to believe in this way, you know, like the world doesn't work that way. You may say I'm a fool, feeling this way about you. Call me Pollyanna, say I'm crazy as a loon. I believe in silver linings, and that's why I believe in you. That is a beautiful line right there. And what I feel is really the real message lying behind the words here. I believe in silver linings, and that's why I believe in you. That's really the takeaway, the big takeaway here. Regardless of all the positivity, naivety almost, it kind of is like saying that because when you believe in silver linings, that's seeing the good despite all of the bad. And sometimes it's nice to be reminded of those sentiments, because a lot of shit's happening all over the world, just in our communities, probably in our families. But sometimes it's nice to also have a song that has this level of positive energy to kind of serve as a pick-me-up, no? And I hope that whoever was listening to this song, like, if you were in a place that you needed to hear this, I hope you were able to hear it. And I know the song doesn't, of course, solve your problems immediately, but I do hope that whatever did happen from that point, that you were able to find your form of a silver lining as well. Let's continue. All the locations, of course. And this part is like I wasn't able to play Earthbound until much later on in life because I didn't grow up with an SNES and I didn't have it on the NES growing up. But I was able to play it later on, and I have to say I did enjoy it quite a bit. Korone's voice is really just the perfect accompaniment to this too. Right? It always goes back to why shouldn't I believe the same in you? You may say I'm a fool? Believe in you. And then the whiplash, of course. God, the silhouette, face. The tone changed completely once you got to that area, that final area of the game, and then fought that thing. I have to pause there, right? And Okayu and Miosha in that art style is perfect. Hololive. That's amazing. That's adorable. Hold on. Let's actually go through all of those things here. So these are still all the Earthbound characters. Yep. The Koroneskis actually look really good in this art style, I have to admit. And then Okayu and Miosha. You know, when they were that sequence and everyone was going home, I really thought that when Korone got here, there was gonna be like either a Minecraft doghouse or there would be like a giant the hololive play button or something. But instead, it opened up to all those memories, wonderful memories, and then there, that wonderful little illustration at the end. Really just captures the energy of the whole thing. Captures the energy of Korone. It's a precious, happy doggo that's improved so many lives. And she probably doesn't even realize it. But man, he is incredible, isn't she, chat? Okay. So that was a lovely experience, honestly. It's go. Yeah, better. That was a lovely experience, and sometimes it's nice to remind ourselves that there's still good in the world. There's still good that you find in all these things. And if an internet doggo is all it takes to remind you of that, then hey, there are other things that could have been reminding you of it, right? And I think that's all I have to say about that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. With that, I would say our session is adjourned. Everybody, please take care of yourselves. Have a lovely rest of your day, afternoon, and evening. And I will see you guys in the next one. This is Senator Warchief signing out. Otsu Sen.